This news at 6. Now, breaking news.
New information on three big stories just coming into the ABC13 newsroom. Houston police say a law enforcement officer and a suspect have been shot at Plaza America's Mall in Sharpstown. We are live at that scene with breaking information next. Plus, a driver leads police on a chase throughout Northwest Houston. How officers were able to get him in custody after 90 minutes behind the wheel.
And Houston police released this body cam video from January showing the shootout between officers and a man who led them on a chase.
But we want to begin with that shooting investigation at the Plaza America's Mall in Sharpstown. Right now, Houston police say a law enforcement officer was shot and is now in the hospital.
And we're also told a suspect was injured. ABC 13's Patrina Adger at the scene, live with the latest this evening. Patrina.
Eric and Gina, the Plaza America's Mall is closed at this hour and will be closed for the rest of the night following the shooting. The shooting happened a little after 3:30 this afternoon. I want to show you exactly what we're seeing right now. There was a large police presence in this parking lot, which is cordoned off right now. But what we're being told is that Houston police tell us 3 HPD officers shot at a suspect. There were several law enforcement agencies that responded to the scene, and at some point, a law enforcement officer and a suspect were shot. Now, we're working to find out exactly how this all started and the extent of those injuries. Now, again, there's a large police presence here, and much of this area is blocked off. Now, we understand that officer was taken to Memorial Hermann Hospital. We do have a crew there where law enforcement is going to give more information about exactly what happened here this afternoon. But from what we understand, again, a suspect was shot and a law enforcement officer was shot here at the Plaza America's Mall. We're working right now to find out exactly how this all started and what happened. Once we get more information, we will bring that news conference to you. We do, again, have a crew at the Memorial Hermann Hospital, and we will have more information once they bring that to us. Right now, reporting live from the Plaza America's Mall, Patrina Adger, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, great work, Patrina. Thank you. Also breaking this afternoon, a wild police chase that you saw live here on ABC 13. It came to an end in Northwest Houston, and that suspect is now under arrest. We first brought you this as breaking news on our 24/7 live stream. Authorities tell us the pickup truck driver there was choosing to take side roads instead of the highway. After successfully using a pit maneuver, sheriff's deputies were able to stop the suspect. Now, we are still working on finding out how this chase began and also why that driver took off. We will keep you updated both on television and also on our ABC 13 24-hour streaming channel.
Okay, winter is back right in southeast Texas, and tonight we are tracking the possibility of freezing rain northwest of Houston.
We want to go straight to our chief meteorologist, Travis Herzog. He is here to time all of this out for us. Travis?
Gina, the freeze line is already in southeast Texas. It just dropped to 32 in Brenham. It's 32 in Columbus, LaGrange, College Station, Huntsville. You're at 33. Conroe now at 34. Same temperature in Katy. Hop to the other side of Harris County. It's 45 degrees in Pasadena, 39 in Houston, 42 degrees around downtown to the southeast side. But the point is, it is getting colder, even colder than the coldest of our computer models yesterday were projecting, and that will pose some problems for the potential of freezing rain about 60 miles northwest of Houston. Meanwhile, we've got widespread 20s across the northern half of the state, and a winter storm is underway from Dallas-Fort Worth northward into the eastern half of Oklahoma. All those purple counties you see covering the hill country and just into the edge of southeast Texas, Grimes, Washington, Brazos, Burleson counties. These counties are under a winter weather advisory. That means that you have the possibility tonight of encountering some icy spots on elevated surfaces, in particular those bridges and overpasses, so use caution. Travel will be discouraged tonight northwest of Houston and especially up north on 45 as you get closer in towards Dallas-Fort Worth. On radar, we are seeing some very light patches of freezing rain that are popping up and starting to get more of that drizzle and mist mist popping up over Houston as well. So it promises to be a cold and dreary evening everywhere, but the potential for frozen roads well northwest of Houston as you head up 290 and Highway 6 towards College Station. So we're expecting the temperature to stabilize here in the upper 30s across the city of Houston overnight. 20% chance of a little sprinkle, a little shower. Tomorrow, we're stuck in the 40s. We're back down in the 30s tomorrow night, and it looks like we'll be stuck in the 40s through Saturday. That means it's going to be cold and at times wet as the rodeo rolls into town. We'll use our ice cast to show you how much accumulation you can expect northwest of Houston coming up in your full forecast.
All right, Travis, thanks a lot. Also breaking tonight, new video giving us another look at the violent shootout in the 3rd Ward between 3 Houston police officers and a suspect last month.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
That was body cam video released by Houston police today from one of 3 officers injured in the shooting at the corner of McGowan and Hutchins. Again, this was last month. Now, investigators also say Roland Caballero began firing at officers after crashing his car during a police chase on January 27th, part which was also caught on camera. The 3 officers who were shot survived, thankfully. Caballero is charged with attempted capital murder of a police officer in addition to federal charges of possession of a machine gun. And sources tell ABC13 parts of the gun Caballero used in the shooting were made with a 3D printer.
Justice served. After 3 decades, the man accused of brutally stabbing his girlfriend in Galveston County and leaving her to die has been caught and brought back to the United States. Luis Calderon was taken into custody by El Salvadoran officials in 2020, but he was finally extradited back to Southeast Texas. ABC 13's Erica Simon has more on this case that is no longer considered cold.
After years of throwing law enforcement off his trail, fugitive Luis Calderon will finally have to answer for his accused crimes. Cameras were there as the 56-year-old was transferred from Bush Intercontinental Airport to the Galveston County Jail last night.
Really couldn't relieve ourselves the other day to breathe until he was actually on the plane. And then when he was on the plane, then we didn't notify the family until he was at the airport.
In July 1991, police say Calderon kidnapped and stabbed then-girlfriend Diane Sanchez. He left her on the side of I-45 in Texas City, where she almost died had it not been for a Good Samaritan who found her the next day. Calderon was charged with aggravated kidnapping and attempted murder the same year, but made bail, then disappeared. Turns out he had gone to Central America, where he started a new life, got married, and had 2 children. In 2020, officials finally tracked him down.
But it was a tedious process in locating him. We felt for many years he was still in the States, but as time progressed, our investigation led us, thanks to records that we got from ICE, to El Salvador.
Red tape and massive amounts of paperwork made the process of extraditing Calderon long, but was a relief to Sanchez. She wasn't at today's news conference, but her daughter spoke when Calderon was arrested in 2020.
She finally gets to have some closure, and hopefully she can sleep better at night.
Getting to this point took countless people being on the same page, from the Galveston County DA's office and Sheriff's Office to the FBI, Department of Justice, U.S. Marshal's Office, ICE, and El Salvadoran officials. Senator Ted Cruz also appealed to El Salvador's president and was instrumental in speeding up getting Calderon back in American custody. In a statement, Senator Cruz said,
"This sends a clear message to any fugitives of the law. You will be brought to justice."
Reporting in Galveston, Erica Simon, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Now, because Calderon has proven to be a flight risk, this morning a judge raised his bond to $1 million for each of his 2 charges.
Well, you've heard us talk a lot about the new Texas voting law during the primary here. Well, this Thursday, Action 13 is taking a closer look at the impact on the new laws having on our elections. ABC 13 anchors Melanie Lawson and Tom Abrams are talking to election officials and community members, leaders as well, about the revised election law. For a town hall streaming this Thursday from 7 to 8, you can watch it anywhere you stream ABC 13. Okay, when it comes to accused criminals getting bail, county leaders are giving you the power to track it online.
We're doing everything we can at our level to provide that insight to an immensely complicated system to ensure that it is working the way we expect it to work.
So we're going to break down how it works and show you as well at 6:15.
Plus, the latest attack on trans children coming from the governor. He is now ordering state agencies to investigate trans children and their parents for child abuse. And we see it every day, construction on the West Loop. Is it going to end anytime soon? We're getting an update from TxDOT in 30 minutes.
We'll be talking about that, but first let's talk about what's going on right now. Everything looking good accident-wise, but remember, tomorrow trail riders will be out coming into the city at Memorial Park. Traffic delays along Memorial Drive and limited park access tomorrow through midday on Sunday. The specific locations for those that are always there at Memorial Park: Picnic Loop, Running Trails Center, the commuter trail between those two locations, the Living Bridge, and the West Memorial Loop will all be closed or have very limited access.